Hey team, so we are making a video of shoes today. We got a lot of questions about which shoes I should wear for training, which brands I should buy, so I thought we would just do a little short video. So generally, the rule of thumb is we like something with a minimal profile, something that is flexible and has a malleable heel, okay? So we have a couple of styles here from Strike Movement, and our coaching team is really digging these shoes. When I get a pair of shoes, I like to look to see how high the heel is, okay? This one's pretty high for my taste. If you look at this one here, this is the interval shoe and this is the chill pill, it's a little bit thinner. But actually, what I like to do with the shoe is I like to give it a good old roll up like this, okay? So if it rolls all the way from toe to heel, it's generally pretty flexible. And when I say flexible, I don't mean a fluffy marshmallow shoe. But a lot of shoes, they roll from here to here, but the heel doesn't roll, which means the heel is really stiff, right? What I also like to do is take the shoe and twist it, okay? So it should be able to twist like this, okay? So that's how I know it's a flexible shoe, has a flat, minimal profile, and the last thing is that it has a malleable heel. You should be able to do this with the shoe without that much effort.
So we have sensory receptors all over our body. They provide information to our brains. Our feet are one of the most nerve-rich parts of our body. So this is really important for walking, but it's also very important for training. How much information we receive from our feet about our stability can determine how much force we are able to transfer into the surface on which we stand. Now, materials such as shoes and socks that reduce the amount of biofeedback from our mechanoreceptors means that our brains receive less useful information from our feet. So this is why it's incredibly important for our shoes to have flat and flexible soles. So our feet also have muscles. The more supportive or stiff our shoes are, the more likely the muscles in our feet are going to experience something called sensory motor amnesia. Our feet contain 26 bones and 33 joints. We want shoes that allow for them to move and for our feet muscles or our foot muscles to work. Every one of these joints and muscles plays an important role in decelerating our landing. For example, when we're catching a snatch, when we're running or jumping, etc. Our toes also play a vital role in pressure detection and balance. We want enough space in our shoes so that our toes can work freely and as individual units to stabilize our ankles and knees.
So another way that I actually like to test shoes is muscle testing. However, you do need to be familiar with muscle testing and you have to have a reliable test. That means you need to know which muscle test works well for you or your athlete. A lot of times I like to test the lats and I like to test the glutes. If I get a poor result, that is the muscle test is weaker, then it might not be the right shoe for that person. If you throw them on and they get much stronger than they are, usually the muscle test should be strong to begin with. So, but if it is much stronger afterwards, it could mean that the person needs a little bit more foot muscle building, a little bit more ankle mobility, because they are using the shoe as a clutch for their stability. So it is good to test all of your shoes, that they work well for your athlete. I really feel like if your feet are hurting and you have shin splints and you have to break in the shoe, it's really not the right shoe. In summary, okay, get a shoe with a minimal profile, all right, so that's a thin sole, flat, thin sole, one that you can roll up this way, and with a very malleable heel, okay? If you are used to wearing shoes that are very supportive, okay, that is that they fix the heel quite stiffly and the sole of the shoe is quite hard, then start to wean yourself off of it by buying transitional shoes, okay? Don't go directly to a barefoot and then try to work out in them because it's gonna be really, really difficult. Thanks a lot to Strike Movement for these shoes. They are definitely our favorites so far, especially since we've been looking for a casual shoe that is actually functional and good for your feet as well. It's really difficult to find a shoe that is stylistically very nice as well. So a little old school with a little new school.